I talk to y'all for a minute? I just want to be, we going to have a comedy. And this going to come out my mouth. It's allegedly. Entertainment purposes only. I just want to tell you a story. Back in the day, you mamas. What's up with you mamas? There was some fine mamas and daddies. Man, you always want your kid to look fine. I used to say that when I was young. I hope I don't marry no ugly, intoxicating or boyfriend and have kids by ugly daddy. Somebody used to say, I don't want my hair and legs, my kids to have burnt eyes and all their lip turned over and they got rolled over ears. I don't want that shit. I don't want them to be crying and looking poor and having all that stuff that look. I want them to smile and I want them to feel good about themselves. You always want the best kind of children. You want children that look, but that's fine. I don't care if you is ugly, baby. You still fine. Everybody got something about them. I don't give a damn. You call me a mug and then you gonna tell me I'm beautiful. It's like, get over it.
I know what I say sometimes. Y'all can't believe it. But the things I do, baby, I learned a long time ago. Everybody want to know if you scratch or do you crawl. See, I scratch. And I bite. Especially when back in the day, you just can't let a man just run over you, man. You can't. See, these men was running over us and they thought they was gonna take us to the Passover. Y'all, you know how we play, baby. Y'all remember them player days back in the day when they thought they was gonna play us, but they got played and we was like, yeah, nigga, you got played, nigga. You thought you was gonna play me.
I get that, back in the excuses nigga were, I'm black and I'm proud, ain't nothing wrong with it, I tell people y'all panic over nothing because really, people be saying that eating word and then they be like, you talk about me, you want some? I'm proud to be me. The color don't define me. Even how it sounds don't define us. We are the finest. We're black, we're beautiful, we're sexy. We take the streets from another level and we make you want to leave your next life just to be with us because we are intelligent. We love life and we make money and we make it rock. Us black, brown people, as they say, they think we're different. But without us, this city won't rock. This city rocks, baby. So black is in. And black is beautiful. And if you don't know what beauty is, man, you need to look in the mirror. Man, you need to get off them dirty socks you got on. Cause you don't know you beautiful and you off the chain. Then what the heck wrong with you? You living life worrying about these little scams. These little roaches out here, they say roaches. Who you calling a roach? Yeah, because they bleed red like us and they call us a roach. And then they go around thinking that just because you black, you not proud. You supposed to be in poverty. You not supposed to have a life. You not supposed to. You
get off of it. I know you full of your ass. We'll come over and one thing about black people, we'll stamp something really on your ass. We make you realize something and we ain't gonna touch you. We gonna tell you just like this.
We don't play no games in these streets. Just because we got a color. And just because you think we black, and just because you think we poor, and just because you think a black person or a brown person ain't supposed to live and love themselves, that's your problem. That's why you're gonna hate yourself in the end. Always remember, karma is real. You don't down anyone. You love them for who they are, their color. I don't care if they ugly, green. Baby, you came out like a money look, baby. I still love you. Because that's who you are. But in the end, you're going to be a swan, baby. You're going to step up and you're going to say, I'm a swan. I get to go swim with the big leagues. I get to be on the team with the ones that thought they were better than me. That's on the cheap, baby. When you can beat the ones that said that you can't hang with us because you is not special, then doggone, you popping in these streets, baby. You the G. So you gotta remember, who's important? All of us, really. We need to step together. Color has nothing to do with it. Color does not define you. Because really, in the end, everybody needed everybody. But the problem is, sometimes we thought we were better than the other, and you're not. You're suffering. You're going through the same thing I am, and you think you're better? How are you better? When you pretend like you're happy, you pretend like you have everything, and really, you're going through poorness because your attitude about people. You can't see all colors, and you can't see the right and the wrong. Yes, we were raised to be warriors. Yes, we were raised to stand up and fight for our rights. We're not quitters, and we're not babies. Ain't that right? Tell them. And the women these days, baby, y'all need to wake up. Don't let nobody, and I said nobody, if something says don't go, if something in your heart says don't go with that person, don't get in that car. Don't go to that hotel. Don't even do it. But sometimes we get stubborn and we want to prove something that we don't have to. You don't have to prove that you anything. You gotta understand that you always been it. See, y'all don't understand it. It's been a world where everybody won't say, you did this and you did that. What did you do? See, because look like to me, everybody getting karma. It's the way it works. Y'all could have told me that. You stole my underwear, and I didn't even get the beef there. So you must, oh, I know what you was doing. You was over there trying to go in them circles. I get it. You was trying to be in them circles with them people, but you telling me I'm wrong for not wanting you to destroy me. You don't get out of my face. You lucky lady. You lucky dude. Who know you was a traitor? You sold me out for a little bit of time. But you know what? It was okay. Because in the end, Most High never sold you out. And Most High says this. Deep down in my soul, this is what I hear. Not everybody else hears what I hear. Most High loves us. And whatever choice we make, you are sealed with the Holy Seal. There's secrets that people don't want you to know. See, some secrets is, I can get in. Ask yourself, how do they get out? You know, some of these people that said they've been redemption, they have changed their life. They look different, and they come out, they ain't drinking. They don't look, now they look like somebody sucked the life out of them with a straw. Wonder why? Ask yourself. Don't fool yourself. Reality sticks in when we start seeing what's really going on. Ask yourself, who all got fucked in the ass? That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, did you get screwed in the ass? I think they did, man. They was trying, but they was screwed. Somebody got screwed because that brother, that sister looked skinny to the mug. They just sucked them with a straw. They know when you lose weight, they know that the stuff they did do not bound to you no more. And when it's out and you call your power back and your energy back, you're going to see people really look like the straw. They've been sucked with a straw because they stole the energy from you, allegedly. Now go out there and be winners. Call your energy back and your power back. And let's have freaking fun. And who gives an F about who says you can and who says you're not? Because when I say this, we're going to rise. And we don't give a damn what anybody says about it. Because you can do it. But you got to get out of that scary mode. Well, you're so scary. Why are you fearing? In the corner crying. You just don't do it. Don't give your power away. Call your energy back and your power. Change your life. Go to the source. Most High. Believe it or not, people tell 2 different lies about that. But you know deep down, you can feel it, that you need to change. That's all I'm saying, allegedly.